Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. After a very long week of fighting the skein, I finally gotten the whole tangle out. Let's just say this has been a very, very long week. I woke up this morning and worked 2.5 hours on it. Oh my gosh, I can't even. It was just so bad, so bad. I think I did a pretty good job so far. Anything that I've worked on from that big tangle has gone through very nicely. So far, I'm not seeing anything sticking out, anything looking too frazzled, so that's good. And yeah, I haven't crocheted like all week, and I am just aching to do my crochet. So I'm super glad you're here, and let's do the thing. Okay, so this is my Lion Brand's Summer Nights. Yeah, Summer's Nights. And I really like the first skein that I worked with, and then the second one has just been interesting. So today I decided to open up a black one because they are my thicker rings to make my crochet go a little bit smoother today. Pulling up my 3.5, old trusty here. And now I'm just going to place my yarn through there just to give it a nice little spot to go through and start my double crochets, clusters of 3 in each of the chain holes, just around and around to create my hexie cardigan with this very, very fine weight yarn with its super shiny filament through it. That was the part I was really worried about, was the possibility that there was a chance that I might actually rip the filament. This is supposed to be the front, the back, and the arms of the sweater, so I was really hoping that, hey, I hope this works out, because if not, I just used the wrong yarn in the wrong section. I hope not. I have a small yarn haul coming from Mary Maxim that I ordered earlier this week. Should be here by the end of next week. Just a small one for a sweater that I'm making. Got a good deal. So that's awesome. Super happy about that. Like, can't wait to show you the yarn. It's very pretty. And I hope it is going to be exactly what I need for this project. I searched all over for a good deal on what I needed. And Mary Maxim seemed to have what I wanted, in the color I wanted, in the weight I wanted. So that's always a good thing when you can find what you're looking for, rather than continually hunting for something that is like a unicorn or out of stock, or worse, discontinued, so you have to see if you can find it online. I've seen a lot of people looking for certain colors of certain things, and some of them are very hard to find because people are like, no, I'm keeping that. That's mine. I bought it and there's no more to be found, so I'm keeping it for the project I had bought it for. I mean, you can't blame them. But it does really, really, really disappoint a person when they don't have enough of the materials they need to finish the project. I can understand both ends of the issue. My goodness, it feels so good to have my hook in my hand. It's so light. I have my ring, which I misplaced my other black one. I have no idea where it is. Honestly, it's probably fell down through my bed and my nightstand. That's what I'm assuming, but it's not my time to pull it out and vacuum and all that stuff. I like to keep that stuff on a pretty strict schedule. Oh, this is going so nicely. I really think this project is going to be well worth all the trouble. However, fighting with the yarn for a week has definitely led me to a little bit of frustration with it, which makes me see why why they would possibly have discontinued this yarn. It's a very nice yarn, but my second skein has left me a little bit disappointed. I still like the yarn though. I'm glad I didn't have to cut it. I took my time and patience, and every minute I could, I put into trying to detangle it, but it literally took me hours for this one, and I had to take breaks. My youngest helped me a little bit. She really enjoys it. So that's good. I have a little partner in crime on that one. Yep. Hexie cardigan. You got to get all your corners in the right spots. Keep them all together in this nice little diagonal. All of them moving up to here from the center. And that's how this particular pattern grows. Oops. That was a half. We want a full double crochet. Chain two. And then we do another three into the same chain. Pull. Yeah. There's a space. Chain space. Pull. Yeah. All the words. My words are working well today. Can you tell? Oh my goodness. This is going to be a super light sweater. The yarn is not a heavy one. And it is got a beautiful feel to it. And the shine is gorgeous too. Like, I really like the sparkly stuff. I don't usually tend towards gravitating towards sparkles. Surprise, surprise. But occasionally I do. I've got two yarns right now of sparkles, and it's mostly because I just wanted to see what it is. Because I've heard a lot of people say like anything with it is impossible to work with. Cross stitching, if you were to use these kind of threads, it is just horrible. They tangle, they scratch your skin, they really, really do a number on you. And they can be super, super difficult. Like just prima donnas. So that had me a little bit concerned about trying it. But so far, I've been very satisfied, except for the tangling. That was a super big disappointment because nobody wants to deal with a tangle, but when you do, you do. But I have seen people give up on them pretty easily. I'm just super stubborn and will fight for my yarn because I don't want to have to buy more. And that's just the value finder in me. Oh, speaking of values, I have some yarn to show. Just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay. So, my husband and my son went to the thrift store and I saw this beautiful red. Knowing that my youngest loves red. Red Heart Super Saver. 333 meters or 364 yards. 198 grams or 7 ounces. 6.5 millimeter or USK 10 and a half. 3 skeins to make that. And this one is cherry red. So I'm quite excited about this. This is my youngest's favorite type of color. She loves reds, and she's been asking me for more red items, so that's a good start. And yeah, no dye lots. Worsted 4, exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm going to leave it in here for a while. We all know Red Heart. $4 a skein. That is a pretty good deal because I think they're going for about 12 now at like Walmart and stuff. So if I can get it for cheaper, then I will. I'm not too worried about it. But red is a color I should have more of because my youngest loves red. So I want to be that mom. And I know I'm running low on certain colors. So I have to start looking at replenishing that kind of thing for my rainbow bits, not my project ones. I have enough stuff for about 6 projects to come up. And I would also like to restock my amigurumi rainbows. So I usually like to do my amigurumis with the 4 weights. I think they look really nice. I think they hold up pretty nice. Just looking at how the ones I've made for my kids have turned out and how long they've been snuggling them and how I've washed them and all that kind of stuff. And they're still looking pretty darn good. So I'm pretty happy with a 4. I do want to try cotton at some point. Cotton looks really nice for amigurumis. I just don't know if they're playable. That's my thing. I have to be sure that these are playable because only one of my children collects where the other ones play. So that kind of determines a few things for me, I guess. But what I need for my colors, my palette, to grab more materials to make the things. I may have to cut my fingernails. I don't know. I got a bit of a scritchy situation going on here. My nails just did not make it through the last day of work. They're just chipping like crazy. It's okay though. It lasted over a week, so can't go wrong with that. Fingernails have grown quite a bit throughout the week, and I'm pretty hard on my hands, so a week is more than I expect. I expect it to last like 3 days. I mean, I can't keep fake nails on. They just fall right off after 2 or 3 days. I wash my hands a lot. I'm always washing things, doing things, so it just doesn't work for me. The glue just dissolves. However, I did buy some fingernail glue to put on some fake nails on my 9-year-old. I did get her some Hello Kitty ones for fun and some ice cream looking ones that have a bit of a scent because she was really gung ho about trying them. I did dye her hair blue. It's a washout, so it's already fading out. She's a little disappointed in that part. But I didn't want to do a permanent or something that's going to stain her clothing, her bed, or anything like that. Nothing as intense as mine. Just kind of an icy blue, kind of like that right there. She is only 9, so I don't want to push my luck with that kind of thing. It gets expensive after a while. And switcheroo. This project is so relaxing to work on. It is just pretty straightforward. It's just a round and around cluster of each, chain 2 in each corner, and we're good, right? There's no big craziness to them, which I absolutely love. I am trying to work on some of these projects and get things cleared up to start some more. So some other ones I want to work on. And I don't know, I'm just feeling really hopeful today. Just kind of strange. I had a couple people at my work yesterday go up to the front counter after I served them and did our thing, and they went and wanted to talk to my manager. So everybody was like, "Uh-oh." And they specifically wanted my manager to know that they appreciated my customer service and they were so happy with my attentiveness and attention to detail. So they actually gave my manager an awesome review, and she came and thanked me, told me I was doing a good job, gave me a water bottle, a nice metal one. So I was really quite happy. I didn't need the water bottle per se, but the thought was lovely, and it was really nice to be um, acknowledged. Like a coworker told me they had said something, and I thought that was really nice. And yeah, I was not expecting that. That was really, really, really nice. It really helps the morale. Managers should think of these things quite often. If you hear that one of your employees is doing a good job or you overhear it, let them know. It really builds confidence. It really helps a person feel secure and helps them understand what you really are looking for on the jobs. It's just positive feedback or even negative feedback. I prefer positive, to be honest. Negative can be a little bit disheartening, where the positive really uplifts. And yeah, that was really nice. Good experience for the week. I really like that. I try my best to treat people the best way I can. in every situation I have. So that was nice to be acknowledged for that. And I got yarn the same day, so that was pretty cool. It was just like double whammy. Look at my day is just going great. And I've missed my ring so much. My finger has been pulling on the yarn lately, and right now it's just kind of holding it very gently. I'm not feeling any stress in my hand or my arm, which is good because this arm has been a little iffy on me for the last couple weeks. Epsom salt baths really helps, really does, giving it some soaking time and relaxing and massaging out the aches and pains and doing your thing. Always a good thing. 2 and 3, and we're coming up on another corner. It's making some really good time. I feel like I've got my Macrojo on. It's actually happening for me today, and that's such a good feeling. Because of course I do love my crochet, as I'm sure you do as well, loving your crochet, being that you're interested in watching this video. That would be very, very boring for most people. That's okay. Hobbies are awesome. Hobbies really feed the soul, replenish your heart, your hope. And that's why I love having my own hobby that I enjoy so very much. Goodness, that is so pretty. Thank you for joining me here today at All the Crackers in the Box. And we'll see you again very soon. Bye.